Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, in this session we are going to discuss the most important topic of arithmetic, that is percentage. Friends, it's the base of all other topics in quant as well as data interpretation. Friends, I am sure you must be knowing that in most of the entrance examinations or competitive examinations, maybe CAT, maybe XAT, MET, GRE, GMAT, or if we talk about bank entrance examinations like bank PO, data interpretation is a separate section. And if you wish to have perfection on this section, you must be having perfection on percentage. Friends, not only in cracking entrance examinations but also in our day-to-day life, percentage is actually very important. From cooking in kitchen to shopping in market, we use percentage everywhere. While working in office or factory or shop, or maybe making a presentation in board meetings, everywhere there is a data, and where there is data, percentage is there. Isn't it? Precisely in our career, we are to use percentage everywhere. So let's begin to understand this topic. Friends, further I would suggest to have a paper and pen with you while attending this session, and do practice with me. So then only this session will be useful for you. And one more suggestion is there, you should attend all the sessions of calculations and the session of ratio and proportions. Okay, so you'll feel more comfortable in this particular session. Okay, let's begin. Now let's see what is percentage. Percentage means for every 100. It's per cent. Per means for every and cent means 100. That means for every 100. Okay. Suppose I wish to calculate 45%. That means 45 for every 100. And this is the sign of percentage. Okay. So percentage is a ratio where the base for comparison is equated to 100. Okay, suppose you are having 25 marks out of 50, that means you are having 50%. That means if you are having 25 from 50, you will be getting 50 from 100. So it is 50%. Okay, so precisely for every 100, how much you are getting. Now how do we find the fraction equivalent of a percent? Divide the percent by 100, that is the fraction equivalent of 15% is what? 15 by 100, that is 3 by 20. Okay, so whenever you wish to convert the fraction to percentage, just divide it by 100. Similarly, if you wish to find out the percent equivalent of fraction, multiply the fraction with 100 and the result is the answer. Suppose you wish to convert 1 by 4 to percent, then just multiply it to 100. So you'll be getting 100 by 4, that is 25%. Okay. And you must be knowing both the methods. So sometimes we are in requirement of fraction equivalent of percent, and sometimes we are in requirement of percentage equivalent of fraction. Okay. Now friends, for exams, it makes sense to remember a few conversions of fractions into percentage and percentage into fractions, so we can solve the problem quickly and easily. Okay, let's see. Here I have given the list of the conversion. 150%, that is 3 by 2. 125%, 5 by 4, 100% is 1, 90% is 9 by 10, 80% 4 by 5, 75% 3 by 4, 66 2 by 3%, 2 by 3, 60% is 3 by 5, 50% half, 40% 2 by 5, 37.5% is 3 by 8, 33 1 by 3%, 1 by 3, 25% 1 by 4, 20% 1 by 5, 12.5% 1 by 8, 10% 1 by 10, 6.25% 1 by 16, and 3 1 by 8% 1 by 32. Now just wish to share a method to memorize all this. Okay. Now friends, suppose you are having 100%. 100% is 1. Okay. After that 50%. 50% is half. Okay. So half of 100 is 50. Then half of 50 is 25. Okay. So 1 half. Then half of 50 is 25. And half is 1 by 4. Okay. After that, half of 25% is 12.5%. So it's 1 by 8. Okay, then half of 12.5% is 6.25%. That is 1 by 16. Then half of 6.25% is 3, 1 by 8%. That is 1 by 32. Okay, so the entire sequence is 1 half, that is 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 16, and 1 by 32. For 100%, 50%, 25%, 12.5%, 6.25%, and 3, 1 by 8%. Okay. Similarly, for 80%, it's 4 by 5. For 40%, let's see. For 40%, that is half of 80. It is half of 4 by 5, that is 2 by 5. Then 20%, 1 by 5. Okay, and then 10%, half of that, that is 1 by 10. Okay, similarly 75% is 3 by 4, and half of 75% is 37.5%, that is 3 by 8. Okay, so it's very easy to memorize all this. Similarly, 66 2 by 3% is 2 by 3, and half of 66 2 by 3% is 33 1 by 3. If it is 2 by 3, it will be 1 by 3. So you just practice them. Definitely you'll get a grip over here. Okay. Friends, apart from that, we should be knowing some more conversions. Let's see. Friends, in every entrance examination, time is a big constant that you must be knowing. In a limited time, you have to solve good number of problems. Okay, so it's better that we should learn something, or we should memorize something which we are able to recall at the time of examinations. Okay, so I would suggest you to just learn the table till 25. Okay, and just you should learn the squares till 30 or maybe till 35. Okay, apart from that, you should memorize the conversion of fraction into percentage or percentage into fraction. Okay, apart from that, you should be perfect, or you must be efficient enough to find out the approximate answer of any calculations. Okay, suppose here I am having 1 by 7. Now what 1 by 7 is? How much percentage is this? Now if we wish to convert this to percentage, we have to multiply it by 100. So 100 by 7. Friends, what is the table of 7? Okay, till it will be definitely more than 10 times. Okay, so you must be knowing that 105 is multiple of 7. Okay, so that means 105 is 15 into 7. That means it must be bit less than 15%. So approximately it will be 14%. We are just calculating the approximate value. Okay, so if you know 1 by 7, you will clearly know 2 by 7, that is around 28%. If you know 1 by 7, you will clearly know 3 by 7, that is around 42%. Okay, so simply you just calculated 1 by 7 approximately, and you are able to calculate all this. So whenever you are in requirement, if you know the table of 7, it will be very easy for you to calculate. Okay, similarly, suppose you wish to calculate maybe 1 by 9. Now what 1 by 9 is? It's 1 by 9 into 100, that is 11 nines are 99. That means it is bit more than 11%. That means approximately it is 11%. So if 1 by 9 is 11%, 2 by 9 will be around 22%, 3 by 9 will be around 33%. What 3 by 9 is actually 1 by 3, that is 33.3333, that is around 33%. Similarly, if you know maybe 1 by 6, 1 by 6 is into 100, let's say, so it will be 16 6 are 96, so it will be a bit more than 16%, or you can say between 16 to 17%. So approximately it is 16%. So 2 by 6 will be, that is 1 by 3, will be around 33%. Okay. Since it is 16 point something, the double of that will be 32 to 33%, which is over here. Okay. So you must practice like this. Okay. Friends, all these conversions from 1 by 2 to 1 by 15, these conversions should be on your tips. Okay. So whenever you are in requirement, you can multiply or divide them accordingly. Suppose you have to find out 2 by 15. If you know 1 by 15, you can calculate 2 by 15. If you know 1 by 3, you can calculate 2 by 3. If you know 1 by 7, you can calculate 2 by 7, which we have already discussed. Okay. So you'll be able to save a lot of time. Okay. And you should be definitely quick. Just try to avoid the paperwork as far as possible. Okay. So if you know the tables till 15 or maybe till 20, 25, you'll be able to save a lot of time. Okay. I hope you'll practice definitely with this. Friends, here I have mentioned some formulae for how to increase or decrease a number by a given percent. Okay. So to increase a number by a given percentage, multiply the number by the factor, that is 100 plus rate by 100. Okay. So if you wish to increase, say example for 30 by 10%, then the value will be 30 into 110 by 100, that is 33. Okay. And similarly, to decrease a number by the given percentage, multiply the number by the factor 100 minus rate by 100. So for example, if you wish to decrease 50 by 20%, then the result will be 50 into 80 by 100, that is 40. Friends, I would recommend you not to memorize too many formulae. Just apply common sense, just apply your day-to-day experience into this sort of conversions. Okay, so you'll be able to save a lot of time. Suppose you wish to increase a number by 10%, that means you wish to find out 110% of that particular number. Suppose you wish to decrease a number by 20%, that means you wish to find 80% of that particular number. So it will be very easy for you, rather than to just memorize the formula and applying and just recalling them. Okay, so you should be ready with that. Similarly, here the formula for percentage increase and percentage decrease of a number are given. Just see, total increase by initial value into 100, and total increase is what? That is difference of final value and initial value. Similarly, percentage decrease is total decrease by initial value into 100. Friends, you must be very clear that if you wish to find out the increase or decrease percentage, it should always be calculated on initial value. Suppose you wish to increase 10% of maybe 75. Okay, so 10% of 75 will be 110% of 75. That means 10% increase of 75 is 110% of 75. Okay, so that is on the basic value. Okay. Friends, I'm just quickly going through the formula and concept, but as I have already told you that we will not memorize so many formulae. We just have to memorize the conversions, or we have to memorize the tables only. Okay, so I'm just going through them, but you don't have to memorize them. Just try to understand the logic behind that. Okay, just a mathematical quantities in inverse variation. What is the effect of percentage change in one quantity or the other? Okay, here I have mentioned an easy illustration to think of consumption of edible oil in a home. Suppose the amount a family wants to spend on edible oil is fixed. Okay, maybe you wish to spend just 500 rupees per month on edible oil. So if the quantity consumed be Q and the price is P, then PQ is equal to constant. Suppose the price is 50 rupees per liter, then you are spending 10 liters of oil per month. Now there will be various cases when if the price is increased from 50 to 60, if prices increase, then what would happen? If price decreases, then what would happen? Whether you wish to maintain your budget or whether you are flexible enough to increase your budget. Okay, so various types of questions are asked in entrance examinations. So just we go through the formula of just for the sake of clarity, or suppose if you are not able to recall the concept, then formula will be definitely useful. But definitely we are going to use logic. Okay, we see here, if the price of a commodity decreases by R%, then the increase in consumption so as not to decrease the expenditure is R over 100 minus R into 100%. Suppose the price of any commodity is decreasing and you don't want to reduce your budget, then you can increase the consumption. Okay, suppose the price of oil is decreased by 30%, then you can increase your consumption by this amount, that is 42.85%. In that case, your budget will not be affected. Okay. If the price of a commodity increase by R%, then we have to reduce the consumption. So our expenditure on that particular commodity is maintained. Okay, and the formula for that is R over 100 plus R into 100%. Suppose the price of rice increases by 25%, then the householder should reduce his consumption by 20%. Okay, so there will be no impact on your monthly budget. Okay, we'll be seeing practical examples while we will be solving the problems. Now friends, let's begin to solve some simple problems to grasp the concept of percentage. Okay. Now let's see the first question. The ratio 5:4 expressed as a percentage equals. Now friends, ratio 5:4, that means it is 5 by 4. Friends, it is more than 1, definitely. It's 1 plus 1 by 4. Now 1 is what? It is 100%. And it is 1 by 4. More than that, and 1 by 4 is what? 25%. That is 1/4 of 1. So that means 1/4 of 100%, that is 25%. Okay, so in all it will be 125%. Okay, you can think that this data is more than 1. Definitely, that means it will be more than 100%, and there is only one option, that is more than 100%, which is 125%. Okay, but along with that, you should be clear with the logic that 5 by 4 can be written as 1 plus 1 by 4. 1 is 100% and 1 by 4 is 25%. So in all it will be 125%. Okay. Now let's see this question. 3.5 can be expressed in terms of percentage as. Friends, if you wish to convert any fraction into percentage, just multiply it by 100. Okay, so it's 350%. Okay, or you can think it is 3 plus half. Now 3 is what? 1 is 100%, that means 3 is 300%, and half is 50%. So it is 350%. Okay. Now half of 1% written as decimal. Since the options are in decimal, let's write half in decimals. It will be 0.5. Okay. Half of 1%. 1% is what? 1 by 100, that is 0.001. Okay, so we have to multiply these two quantities. I'm sorry, it will be 0.01. Now we have to multiply these two quantities. So it will be 5 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's 0.005. Okay. Now in this question, we have to calculate the 15% of 34. Friends, first let's calculate the 10% of 34. 10% of 34 will be 3.4. Okay. Now we have to calculate more 5%, that is half of 10%. So half of 3.4 will be 1.7. So it will be 5.1, as simple as that. Actually, there is no paperwork required. You can do these calculations mentally. Now, in this question, we have to calculate 63% of 4 by 7. So let's do it. It is 63 by 100 into 3 7s are 21 plus 4, 25 by 7. 7, 9, 25 by this 4 times. Okay, so it's 9 by 4. So it's 2.25. Okay. Now friends, let's see this question. In this question, we have to calculate 88% of 370 plus 24% of 210 minus 118. That means we have to find out the value of this unknown. So x is 0.88 into 370 plus 0.24 into 210 minus 118. Friends, this is a regular mathematical calculation which you can do on your own. You just have to apply addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so that you can do on your own. Friends, if you wish to save your time in examination for doing all this sort of calculations, you can apply the concept of digital root. Digital root means sum of digits till you get a single digit. That means suppose you are adding this, you have to find out the digital root of 358. Then it will be 8 plus 5, 13 and 3, 16. And after that 1 plus 6, 7. Okay. That is a digital root concept. Okay, for any mathematical calculation, the digital root of left hand side is equal to digital root of right hand side. That is proven. Okay, and I have taken the session of digital root as well. You can attend the particular session to grasp this concept in very well manner. Over here, let's do it. Now let's find out the sum of digits over here. It's 8 and 8, 16. That means sum of digit will be finally 7 into 3 plus 7, 10. That means 1. Plus, friends, we can drop the decimals while calculating digital root. Here it is 4 plus 2, 6 into 2 plus 1, 3 minus 8 and 1, 9 and 1, 10. That means 1. Okay, so it's 7 plus 6 3s are 18. 18 means 9 minus 1. That means 9 plus 7, 16. 16 minus 1, 15. Finally, it is 6. Okay. Now, from the given options, we have to find that in which option the number of digit is 6. Okay. So that particular number will be our answer. So let's see. It is 6 and 5, 11 plus 2, 13. So sum of digits is 4. Okay, here 8 plus 5, 13 and 2, 15. Here sum of digits is 6. Okay, here 8 and 6, 14 and 2, 16. So sum of digits will be 7. Here we have already calculated, it is 7. Okay, so we have only one option which is having the sum of digits as 6. Okay, and all the answers are in whole numbers. Definitely there is no fraction or no decimals. That means 258 is the correct choice. You don't have to go for the entire calculation. Okay, you just see this calculation very carefully. I just make a recap once again. I just write down the expression like this. Then for individual numbers, we have to find out the digital sum. Then if the two numbers are being multiplied, we have to even multiply them. Then this addition, here it is addition. These two terms are being multiplied. We are multiplying these two terms and this term is subtracted. that means we are also subtracting this particular term. Okay, and after all this calculation we are getting 6. That is the digital root of the entire calculation. And mathematically it is proven that digital root of both the sides will be same. Okay, so you can calculate this problem very easily if you know this concept. Okay, friends, I hope you might have enjoyed the session. We'll be taking more such problems in our next session, and along with that we'll be taking even applications of percentage. Okay, so do revise this session before appearing for the next session. Bye bye.